Hi everyone, I'm Geeksmith Girl, and thank you so much for checking out my brand new YouTube channel. Today, I'm just going to be giving you a really quick introduction of who I am, what this channel is going to be about, and what you can expect from me. So thank you for coming along, and hopefully in a few minutes you'll have a much better idea of what to expect. So, first of all, who am I? Well, I am Geeksmith Girl, as I said. I am a PhD student currently, which means I have little to no free time, which makes this an excellent time for me to start a brand new difficult project. Yeah, I'm a glutton for punishment, but that's alright. Most grad students are. It's just in our blood. So why am I doing it? That's a really good question. Mostly, I just really wanted something fun to do because grad school is hard and it's a lot of work and it's really stressful. So I was thinking it would be awfully nice to have something fun and relaxing to look forward to every few days or once a week or something like that. And I thought having a YouTube channel would actually be a really cool way to do that because it would give me an opportunity to interact with people who share my interests, and it would give me a chance to talk about the things that I enjoy and just forget about research for a little while. So all things considered, it seemed like a really nice thing to do. Also, I really want to do this for you guys, and I really want this to be fun for all of us. So my plan at this point is to probably play some games and give commentary because I really like playing games. Probably talk a little bit about a book or a movie or a show that I've seen or read recently that I really liked that has some sort of nerdy component to it because it is a nerd channel after all. So I really like sci-fi and fantasy, and you can expect a heavy representation of those genres in whatever it is I'm doing. And finally, last but not least, I would really like to give some real-world advice because I think it would be nice to have a practical application to this channel as well. Maybe you don't agree. You can let me know in the comments. But my field is optimization, which is a mix of computer science, math, and engineering. So in addition to being a really interesting intellectual pursuit, it's also got some cool practical stuff too. Because especially in the computer science side of things, I've been doing a lot of coding, a lot of troubleshooting, a lot of installing weird software. And so I've run into a lot of problems and I've had to solve a lot of problems, which maybe doesn't make me an expert, but at the very least, I think I have some tips and tricks that I can give you if you run into or hope to avoid some of the problems that I had. So that's that. Also, more generally, I'd like to be able to give some advice on handling college and grad school and the world of academia in general, because it is really stressful and it's kind of daunting, and there's a lot of weird mystery surrounding the whole becoming a professor thing. So feel free to ask me questions because this is a place that I've been for a large portion of my life and frankly plan to be for the rest of my life because I want to be a professor someday. So I think again, I'm not an expert, but I do know quite a bit about the world of academia, and I'd love to dispel any concerns that you have or debunk myths that you might have about grad school or about becoming a professor or the world of academia in general. So please, again, feel free, ask questions. Let me know what you want to know. And along those same lines, because I want this to be about you guys much more than I want it to be about me, because frankly, who wants to sit there and listen to me talk at them for 10 plus minutes every few days, unless it's something that they're actually interested in. So please, please, please let me know in the comments or send me a message on social media, however you want, what you want me to do. Tell me what you want me to do, because I want to do what you want, not what I want. So let me know if there's a game that you want me to play, or a movie you think I should watch, or something crazy you think I should try. Whatever the case, let me know what it is, and I'd be more than happy to put it into a future video. Because right now I have some content planned, but I don't know how long it will last, and it would be much more fun to have you guys tell me what you think I should do than to just come up with stuff on my own. All right, so that's your job. My job is to do stuff. Your job is to tell me what to do. Please and thank you. Okay, so along that same line, once again, because this is for you and I really want to be here to support you guys and what you want me to do, I also want this to be an encouraging and safe place for my fellow nerds out there, because I know that being a nerd can be kind of lonely. Society has become a little bit more accepting of the nerd culture, but I think there's still a lot of stigma surrounding quite a bit of it. So I would really like to be someone who can be there alongside you guys while you're pursuing your nerdy interests and I'm pursuing my nerdy interests. I think it would be a lot more fun to do it together. This is all kind of a result of a conversation I had. I have to give this lecture in a grad level class in a couple weeks. And I was really freaking out about it to one of my professors because these people that I'm teaching are the same age as me. I really don't feel like I'm qualified to be teaching them anything. But this professor told me, you're a facilitator, not a guru. And I thought that was super good advice and actually like really a good way to approach teaching in general. Because I think a lot of us wouldn't consider ourselves gurus. There isn't something out there that we are absolutely the expert in. But I think it's a lot more feasible to consider yourself a facilitator. There's a lot of things that you really like, or there's a lot of things I really like, and I'd love to facilitate conversation about those things rather than just give you a list of things, A, B, C, here are all of the facts that you should know about this. So since I'm not a guru, then I can only be a facilitator. So I want this to be a place where we can all converse together about the things we enjoy and the things that we're interested in. And basically, I just want to create a curious community. So that's my goal. That's my big goal for this vlog. And I'd really love your participation and your partnership in this as we learn together, which is a lot more fun than learning alone. So that being said, I really do want to be an encouragement to you in addition to a facilitator. Like I said, being a nerd can be lonely. I've been so lucky in my life to almost always have friends alongside me who share my interests, who I can talk to about my passions. But that's not always been the case. And I know that it sucks when you don't have that. It's really hard to not have someone to share your passions with, not to have someone to say, oh man, I found this thing, I really love it, and have them say, oh, that's so cool. But instead look at you like you've grown two heads, because that has happened to me quite a few times, I must say. So I want to be, even if there isn't anyone else, and I would love this to be a community where we can all join together and really just celebrate the world of nerddom. But even if that doesn't happen, I would like to be here for you to say, go pursue those interests, pursue those passions. It's what makes you you, and that in itself is really important. So please let me know how I can help you. Comment below. Let me know what it is you want this channel to be, and I will do my absolute best to make it that way for you guys, because you don't want to sit there and listen to me talk at you. You want me to do stuff that matters to you. And I want to do stuff that matters to you. So the only way I can know how to do that is if you tell me what does matter. So again, I know I'm beating a dead horse at this point, but please comment below. Let me know what you want me to do. Ask questions, talk to each other. Let's create that curious community and all learn together, because I think that would be super cool. I'm really excited. I think there's a lot of potential there. Okay, enough rambling. I want to close this out just by saying that this is frankly terrifying for me. I'm not used to putting myself out there like this. And in fact, I've usually been a pretty private person. So the idea of people watching videos of me talking that I don't know is a little scary. But I thought, you know, I'm going to be a professor someday. I'm going to be talking to people a lot smarter than I am about stuff I don't know that well for long periods of time. And it would be a much better idea to get used to doing that now when I don't have people's grades in my hands to make or break. And instead it can be kind of a fun, engaging environment with stuff that I really enjoy talking about. So I thought this would be a really cool way to do that. And I hope that you all can come along and join me in that as I explore outside my comfort zone. That's a quick story, and then I promise I am done. I had this really stressful job that I had to do that had some stuff that it was so far beyond what I thought I'd ever be able to do or could do or wanted to do that I just didn't know that I would be able to do it. And this young woman came up to me and she said she had been in my shoes very recently, and she'd done it and she'd gotten through it. And she said, yeah, it was hard, but it's so much better once you're on the other side of it. And so I just did it. Those few words that she said were super helpful to me. And I followed through, I did the work, and it was really hard and really stressful, but I did it. And then I ran into her again a few weeks later, and she remembered me, and she gave me this sticker, and it said, "Life begins at the end of your comfort zone." And for some reason, that little sticker with those cliche words on it, it was super meaningful to me. I can't even explain why, but something about that she understood that it was uncomfortable, but that she appreciated that I'd gotten through it as she had gotten through it. That to me was really encouraging. And I guess what I'm trying to say is I want to be your sticker that says life begins at the end of your comfort zone. So if there's something that you're doing, that you're going through that's hard and it's uncomfortable, I just want to tell you, stick with it, because if it makes you a better person at the end of the day, it is definitely worth it. Even if it is hard, nothing good comes easy. And I think it's really important to keep that in mind. And that's really why I'm doing this, because it's not easy for me, but I think it's good. And that's why I'm not going to spend a lot of my time making this video absolutely perfect, fixing all my stutters and stumbles and all of that, because I want something that I can look back on years from now and say, look how far I've come. And so, against my better judgment and my natural tendencies, I'm going to leave this video as is, stutters and stumbles all included, and look forward to a day when I can look back and say, wow, I've really come a long way being able to speak in front of people, even if they are on the other side of a screen. You're still people and you're still scary, but I love you. Anyway, that is quite a lot of rambling, and I'm sorry for making this longer than I intended. But if you're at all interested in taking this journey with me, please, please, please like the video. There's a button right down there. And even better, subscribe to the channel right down there. And we can see where this journey takes us. And yeah, I'm really excited. I think this could be really cool. Thank you for your time and your attention and your subscription. If you don't like me, you can always unsubscribe later, but you never know unless you try, right? All right, that's enough. Thank you guys. And until next time, this is Geeksmith Girl signing off.